Adam Goldman and Matt Apuzzo of Huffington Post had a long, fascinating story earlier today. And they discussed how in the early years after 9/11, the CIA actually turned to some Al-Qaeda operatives who were at Guantanamo Bay and made them double agents. So they recruited them and talked with them and said, look, you can either spend your time in Guantanamo and not go anywhere, or you could work for us as double agents. So, and again, these are guys where they had to go through and vet the people that were in Guantanamo to try to find ones that actually had terrorist connections and things like that. And that went on for a while. The program ended in 2006. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because you're dealing with Al-Qaeda operatives? Just a guess. And I want to give you some details and some numbers that they laid out in the article. But let me warn you in advance, I'm not even sure I believe all of the information. I think the government might be lying to make it seem like the program didn't go as bad as it really did. And the people who contributed to this article, their sources are both current CIA agents and former CIA agents and other government officials. They don't really specify. So first, let's get to some admissions. Quote, the CIA promised the prisoners freedom, safety for their families, and millions of dollars from the agency's secret accounts. Millions of dollars going to Al-Qaeda from the agency's secret accounts. Millions of dollars going to Al-Qaeda. I want to make sure you understand what we're talking about here. What could go wrong? You're just giving millions of dollars to Al-Qaeda operatives. What? It's fine. It's a normal Tuesday before noon at Guantanamo Bay. No big deal. It was a risky gamble. Officials knew there was a chance, this is a quote, it was a risky gamble. Officials knew there was a chance that some prisoners might quickly spurn their deal and kill Americans. What? There might be a little mistake where an American gets killed or blown up, or there's a suicide vest, or there's an AK-47 to the noggin, or they take our millions of dollars and set up a terrorist enclave. What? It's not that big a deal. Who cares, man? Just calm down. We're just trying to get some information here. We're doing this whole double agent thing, you know? You know how it goes? We're doing real life James Bond. Get off our backs. They say, quote, some of the men who passed through Penny Lane, which was the name of the little, the group of cottages that was next to Guantanamo Bay, where these double agents, stayed for a while and got their plans and were asked to join the CIA. They say some of the men who passed through Penny Lane helped the CIA find and kill many top Al-Qaeda operatives. Now, is that true? That's a line in the article. Is that true? Well, this is where I say I'm not really sure if I believe the article, because they don't give any names. They don't give any details, even vague details like, oh, an event that happened in Yemen in 2007 or whatever it is. Nothing. No details whatsoever. So your guess is as good as mine as to whether or not that part actually happened. Others stopped providing useful information, quote, others stopped providing useful information, and the CIA lost touch with them. We lost the Al-Qaeda guy that we had captured before. Whatever. And here's the most important line that is a cue that the program may have been a colossal failure. Quote, the U.S. government says it has confirmed that about 16% of former Guantanamo Bay detainees rejoined the fight against America. Officials suspect, but have not confirmed, that an extra 12% more rejoined. Now, why do I say that line might be the nail in the coffin that says this whole idea was a complete failure? I say that because notice, we went from, 16% of them rejoined Al-Qaeda to 28% of them in just one line. Because the government said, 16%. And then the officials who were no longer in the government said, yeah, maybe plus another 12% on top of that. So 28%, it jumps to 28% in one line. And that's what they're willing to admit to. That's the point. So they could go from 28%, I mean, in reality, it could be 50%, it could be 80%, it could be 100%. We don't know. I don't think I trust this information. Now, what would happen in many cases, they explain, the CIA would pay these guys hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. Then as soon as they get it, boom, they're gone. They're gone. Like, oh yeah, no, totally. I got this, I'm finding Muhammad right now is telling me a lot of things. Oh, he says Allahu Akbar. Yeah, he sounds kind of scary. You might want to send me another $200,000. I'm working on this, man. Trust me, I got this shit down packed. I'll give you more information. Just send me a lot of money. And the CIA, he says he needs more money. I guess we gotta send him more money, Scoob. I don't know why I made a CIA agent sound like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, but nonetheless, you get my point. So here's the part that really got me. Quote, while the agency looked for viable candidates, those with no terrorism ties sat in limbo in Guantanamo. Many others remain at Guantanamo Bay, having been cleared for release by the military, but with no hope for freedom in sight. So, in other words, the CIA went to Guantanamo, looked for the people who were guilty, the actual Al-Qaeda operatives, and then they released those guys. Those are the ones who became the double agents that they just let go. And they kept the innocent guys locked up. They were the ones who stayed in Guantanamo and were sitting in limbo, which is why today, every article you read about Guantanamo Bay adds at one point, yeah, there's 183 people that are innocent that are still in Guantanamo and they're not being released. So think about, we did this ass backwards. Everybody who we got that was actually guilty and actually in Al-Qaeda, we sent right back out to be double agents, and then they were out, then they left, and they didn't actually become double agents. They lied to us, and then they got away. How stupid is the CIA? How stupid is the U.S. government? We released the guilty guys, and we're holding the innocent guys.